Hi guys, how's it going? Right, what we got here is a tutorial for the last video I did, which was a cover of Oasis's Roll It Over from the Standing on the Shoulders of Giants album. Right, so let's get straight to it. Right, so for the first bit we're going to do is just the opening riff, which will lead you into the chords, and it will go like this. Right, okay, so to do that, the low E string at the top here, we don't play that. With this finger, we want to be putting on the 4th fret on the A string and the next string down. With this finger, we want to be putting on the 6th fret on the D string. The little pinky is on the 6th fret of the G. And so what we'll have is, and that chord is called C sharp minus 7. And to play the riff, we may as well just hold that chord, because that's the chord which will bring you into the song, so you may as well have your fingers ready. Excuse me, it's my phone going off. So what you need to do is go from the B string, first of all, and then go up to the G string, then to the D. So you're going up from the B, G, D, and then you go from the high E, which is the bottom string, and then to the B, and the G. So I'll break it into two parts. What you got is B, G, D strings with the chord holding down. So that's part one. Try again. Then part two would be, so part two being the high E, the B, and the G being played. So part one again, and then part two. And join them both together, you'll get. And then just strum the chord down, but don't play the low E. And then try and emphasise the A string, because that's like going to be carrying your bass note for you. Like that. Right, so that's the riff at the beginning. Now the opening chords for the verses, which is I could give 100, and etc., would be the chord you're holding down. And then the next chord, which is A major 9, all you're doing is lifting that finger off, so you're opening the A string. So you'll be holding the first chord down, and then just lift that finger off. 2. Back on again. Back off. So the actual fingering of the chord, the second chord, is just these two fingers here, and you have them on the 6th fret. So through the strings it would be, don't play the low E, open the A string, this finger on the 6th fret, the pinky on the 6th fret of the G, the B open and the E open, so you got. So, and the rhythm you want to be playing for that is this. Now a little trick I've been doing is I've been using this finger to dampen the low E string to make sure it doesn't get played. So if you look close at my hand, what I'm doing is I'm playing through the chord, and as I've actually got the chord started, I've just lifted my finger slightly up the string to dampen the low E string, so you've got this. So it's not playing. And as you lift the finger up, just rest it on the low E, and back on. So basically, that's the chord sequence until you get to the pre-chorus, which is the "Does it make it alright?" Which, what you want to do then is to change this whole position you got here and bring it down to the 2nd fret. And this chord is called, sorry about this, B sus4. And the fingering for B sus4 is this finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, this finger on the 4th fret of the D string, and the pinky on the 4th fret of the G. And again, don't play the low E, and it should sound like this. So what you got happening now with this next few chords is like a bass roll down, so it'll be like. But I'm going to show you the chords to put together with that. So the first one is B sus4, then lift the finger off like we did before. Then, with this middle finger and holding the chord there, we want to go to the 4th fret on the low E. But at the same time, with this finger, you want to dampen the A string, because otherwise it'll ring open and it'll sound like this and it'll be wrong. It doesn't sound right. So what you need to do is with this finger here, is you put it on the 4th fret and rest it very gently on the A string so the A string doesn't play. These 2 fingers here, this finger will be on the 4th fret of the D, and this finger will be on the 4th fret of the G. So if I actually just play the notes through, so we've got low E, 4, and then dampen the A, and then we've got D, 4, G, 4, and then the other B and high E is left open, so we've got. And the same thing again, but using this finger, drop down to the 2nd fret of the low E, so and then do the same thing where you're dampening the A string so you're not ringing it out. So what you'll have then is this. And putting all them chords together, what you'll have is this. Yep. Okay. And now for the chorus, which is the roll it over my soul, is an open E chord, which is the low E is left open, then we got 2 on the A string, 2 on the D string, and 1 on the G string, and it'll be like this. So your normal E chord, and so you got rolling over my, and then move the whole position of that chord up 2 frets, and that'll bring it to a C. An E6 sus2. Don't worry guys, I don't remember half these chords myself, so I've had to actually find out what the chords are called. So it'll be from E to an E6 sus2, which is basically an E chord moved up 2 frets. So it'll be roll it over my, and then bring it up 2 frets. So, and to an A sus2, which is like an A chord but with your little finger taken off. And what that is, don't play the low E string, open the A string, and you got the D string and the G string with these 2 fingers on the 2nd fret, and you got, yep. So we got, I'll go through it round once. You got E, the E6 sus2 to A sus2, and back to E. Point, what you need to do is a G chord, which is 3rd fret on the low E. With this finger you want to do the 2nd fret on the A, and then you got open for the D and G, and then these 2 fingers on the 3rd fret on the B and the high E, so go. And then to an F major, F sharp minor, which is a bar chord there on the 2nd fret, doing an E minor shape behind there. Or you could just do with the open finger there. What you could do, don't play the low E, just play these 2 fingers, this one on the 4th fret of the A, the little finger on the 4th fret of the D, and this finger on the 2nd fret of the G, which will give an open chord like this. This is the same chord they use for supersonic. So to go around the whole chorus, again it's E, then bring the whole shape up 2 frets, A sus2, back to E, and repeat the thing again, so E, bring up 2 frets, A sus2, to E. Sorry, no. On the A sus2, you go to G, and then to that, and then back to E. So I'll go for it. Roll it over my soul, lead me. Roll it over my soul, lead me. basically that's the whole song except for the middle bit where it's doing a little din, 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 like a little solo bit where it just does like an interlude and then it kicks back into the chorus. All they're doing there is the E chord shape again, but do a couple of, I mean, I don't know the exact bars or pattern because I've just had a quick listen to it and I've sussed out what the chords are. You can, once you know the chords, you can figure out how long you've got to play it for, because it goes on forever, to be quite honest. So E chord, and then bring that whole position up to the 5th fret, which will be like a kind of an A chord. Oh, is it no, like a G chord. And then bring it down 1 fret. Then back to A. So it's all to do with that E chord shape, just bringing it up. So what you have is this. Just repeat that a load of times and then it's back to the chorus and finish as you please, really. I mean, I just do the, well, you can see on the cover how I finish, but I think it fades out eventually. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope this has been really helpful. As always, if you really get stuck, just pop your questions down in the box down the bottom there and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. Anyway, thanks for watching guys and have fun.